Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. I'm so excited to bring you this Berry Sweet collection from scrapbook.com. I am an affiliate for scrapbook.com, Spellbinders, GINA Designs, and Amazon. Links are below for you to click on to order any and all of these products. You just click like a little show more button and a box will drop down and you'll see all the links to order. We're going to talk about this in just a second. The price point of this little collection of products is absolutely fantastic. But I always want to tell you to go over to my Facebook page. There's a link below for that to follow me because I post the specials that scrapbook.com offers almost every day. A wonderful special. There's always a coupon for some amount off or something free, or just there's always something. If you order a certain amount, you might get free shipping or you might get a free item. But with this order that I place, this was right at Easter, I got a free mint tape. This is that low tack tape. I've always wanted to try it. This is a full roll. I got that for free. And then another bottle of pops of color. So I can't wait to use these pops of color on some cards. All right. So now let's look at this wonderful collection. Berry Sweet. I love that everything has one name. And the stamp set here, which is ever so cute, is just $11.49. $11.49 for the stamp set. These sentiments right here will all go into this die right here. The dies are $18.99. And look at this basket. I love this basket. Isn't that pretty? And I wanted to show you that the strawberry and the cherries and the leaves up here for the cherry with the stems are all stitched. And then where it says Berry Sweet has a shadow die. Isn't that wonderful? So a wonderful set of dies, and now the paper. I had to save this for last. I love this paper. I've never ordered this size paper before, and I think I'm going to love it. It is the exact measurements of a card front, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. There's 5 sheets of each pattern. There are 40 sheets in here, and they are double-sided. Let's look. This is the red with like the strawberry berries. I'll fan these out for you. So I'm showing you front and back, both the sides at one time. The pink swirl, I love that. Reminds me of candy. Right, then we have the cherries with the lime green, almost like a neon green, to go with those stems in the back. Then we have this beautiful pink flower and like a plaid in green. And then we have gingham and polka dots. And I love this. Look at that gingham with the flower. Isn't that pretty? Now, you don't have to cut anything if you want to use the whole thing for a card front. Hearts and polka dots. And look at that, strawberries. Look at those strawberries, so cute, and stripes. So this is the actual size of the front of a card. No measuring, no cutting, no nothing. Just rip it off, put it on the front of a card, or you can always, go down a size, but it is for the front of the card. I'm just amazed with it. I love all the paper in here. I love all the patterns. Okay, I have not even designed a card yet. I had to get on here when this just came. I mean, this just came to the door. So the entire price, the paper is $5.99. Isn't that under $6? $5.99 for this paper. This is fantastic. So the entire collection, Berry Sweet, I totaled it up, was at $36.47, under $40. Now, of course, you have to add your tax and your shipping, okay? But this whole set, dies and all, under $40, and I'm going to break away from here and take a couple of hours and play in my craft room today, and I'll be back and we'll make a card together, okay? Back in just a little bit. I hope you love this collection. Okay, let's have fun making this card. I'm excited. So while I was away designing the card, the mail came, of course, and I received my little tool. I'm excited. This is from Simon Says Stamps. Of course, it's linked below. This tool was just $6.99. I was looking for a tool that had a pointed end and a sticky end together, and that was really slimline. I don't like the fat tools, the thicker ones, okay? So when I saw this, I fell in love with it. I saw it from Jennifer McGuire. The little crystals in it reminds me of the beach, and you guys know I love the beach. So, and I thought the price point was fantastic at $6.99. So I just wanted to show you that. And here is our card. So stinking cute. I put a little piece of a white cardstock, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and put a strawberry here just to define it for someone to write their sentiment. And I made the little basket out of the black and white gingham. Now, everything on this card, except for a little black ink and white cardstock and a white envelope, okay, is made out of this paper pack. So I took these pieces right here that were solids, and I started to cut out my strawberries. And you know, I know that the backs have patterns, but I thought that this was a fantastic way to have solid cardstock also. I'm really impressed with this, especially with this price point of $5.99. I would be inclined to get some of their others that are in this type of collection and this size, because honestly it was very easy to run these through my die cutting machine. Okay, so instead of cutting paper down and this and that, it was really easy to do that with this size. I enjoyed working with it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start. Let's get the inside of the card completed. So here's my piece of white cardstock, and let's make a strawberry. We're going to make a few strawberries here. I'm using GINA K Connect glue in this teeny tiny tipped bottle here. There'll be a link below for this also. And I'm just going to get a little piece of silicone in here so I don't get my glass mat full of glue. I just cleaned it. I'm really bad about getting sticky. So here we go. And now we'll put a little top on that. And we'll just enjoy making our strawberries in our little scene here on the front of the card. Now, see where the strawberry kind of comes out right there? That is where you put the top. And it lines up absolutely perfectly. Just like that. Okay. Cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this in here, or on here, and then we're going to attach it to the inside of our card base. Right here, the card base is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I use Neenah white cardstock and envelopes. And here we go. And I'm just going to place this right here. And see, that just adding the strawberry, or you could even stamp if you wanted to. Even though I just have white on white in here, it just defines that to write on it, that's all. See, right there. All right, good. Now, here comes the fun, okay? Oh, here's my basket die. I love that. I cut my basket, okay, out of, again, this gingham that's in here, that black right there, and then it has polka dots on the other side, which is really cute. So I cut my basket, and then this little piece right here is, this is so wonderful. They give you the back of the basket. Okay, this is the back so that then you don't have to worry about sticking all of this stuff down. You stick it to here, okay? I missed taking one of these out. You could also leave some of these little slots in. It makes it look really cool too when you only poke out some of them. But anyway, you will just have to glue this down to this piece of white. Okay, now you have a solid back, and that's where then I popped it up with foam, because I thought that was so cool. Let's just go ahead and glue that together while we're working with it. So here's what I wanted to show you. You don't want to put glue all the way to the top, okay? When I put this back here, what I see is where my little indentations are here. Sorry for the shadow. It's the morning again, so like it's another day. but where the little rounded one is to the top, I don't want my glue to go beyond that, okay? So a nice little straight line right here and we'll be okay. And then I'm just going to come down through here and I'm just kind of dabbing that glue. I'll just put a few dots in here. This is the stickiest glue. You only need a teeny tiny bit of it. Okay, now we have this, and I'm going to put this to the bottom, and now this gives me a nice solid back. What a genius thought about this. I'll tell you who thought about this. Was a crafter that thought of, you know, hey, I'd like to pop my basket up. The designer, whoever designed this, was thinking we need to do something else on the back there so that they can pop their basket up. You just want to get that right to the edge. You don't want any white showing on the bottom. There we go. All right, nice. Isn't that cute? I mean, I know I put an embellishment over top of it. Oh, I forgot to cut this, didn't I? Well, that would be now the time to do that, wouldn't it? Let's go ahead and give this a zhuzh, right? We'll just bring in the... This is a Spellbinders Platinum 6 and a piece of cardstock. And I'll just roll. Okay, I went ahead and just stamped it because I had to really pull it down and get over top of it to see it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put the sweet. Look at how cute that is. The font on it is adorable. It has that nice shadow dye. And we'll go ahead and do this. Wonderful. So next week, my girls and I, at the end of next week, Thursday and Friday, but it's going to take us all week to set up. I'm popping this up with some foam. We're having a big yard sale together, 3 family yard sale. So I love when I can get together with my kids like that and do stuff like this together. We haven't done this in a long time, so there will be we'll be busy. So they're going to come over during the week, and because my one daughter's off, and they're going to come over and get everything set up. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. Isn't that adorable? I love it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. What happened here? I forgot to take the back off. There we go. So then, yeah, next week, we're just going to glue that right to that because it's perfect. Yeah, we'll get rid of a lot of stuff. And I need to do another video on selling a few things because I got my machine. My Spellbinders machine, but hopefully I could get that up this weekend. Or who knows, maybe today, if it rains. We're doing a lot of work outside. We will also pop this up with foam. So that's what's, well, you know, it's just kind of gets in the way in the spring. Now, I want to stick things in here, okay? So I don't want to put foam across the top, okay? I just want to put it like in a little U shape there. But you know, things could get busy in the spring, and which is great. I love to be outside. I've been pressure washing the fence, so I do it in sections. I don't think I can do it today because it's going to rain, so it might be a good day to just focus on videos, right? Yeah, so I've been enjoying doing that. Because I just like being outside. I don't care that it's work. It's okay. I mowed the yard yesterday. All right, let's put that aside. Let's put this aside for just a second. I'm done with my ink. And let's go ahead and pull out our stripes. Oh, here they are. Ha! Right here, okay? Now, here's what is just, watch, so fantastic. Now, this is what I had left over from 2 baskets. So, So here we go. I'm going to put this right here. It's so fantastic, right? And this is sturdy. This is really, really sturdy. So just this. We're going to make a whole card front. Now, if I wanted to, you know, I could have cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. I could have put a little black border around, like at 5 and, what is that one? 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. But I had to show you guys. It's perfect. 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 Just a little tap, tap. And perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our basket here. So cute. Watch us build something out of nothing together. Isn't this wonderful? What a wonderful morning. Okay, right here. Just like so. All right, now let's go ahead and put our little flower together. So I've cut all of my die cuts out, and I'm just putting things together here, and we'll go ahead. I'm going to put a little dot on that one. A little foam here. And let me pop it up. Now, I'm going to pop this up, but I'm going to let the flower rest on the basket, okay? I'm letting the flower just rest. Let me move it over if I can, just a little bit. I need room for a strawberry. Okay. So I'm letting, because, you know, I needed that dimension in there. So I've got my foam off of the basket, because if it was up on the basket, then it would be tilty, okay? And then the rest of the flower is there. And it looks like it's kind of, some of it's tucked in, and then that flower's hanging out. So I think that's really cute. Okay, now let's go ahead and put some berries together. So I did these, like I said, I pulled the paper from here because look, we have solid cardstock here, guys. Solid colored cardstock. Red, pink, green is exactly what we need for strawberries, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and put these guys together and move my card base out of the way. It looks so cute. I love the colors too. This red of the strawberry is just perfect. Which this looks great, but when you add that green on top, and like I said, I'm just a little bit in awe of the paper. Well, I'm really not a little bit in awe of, I'm a lot in awe of the paper. I mean, for $5.99, I've got solid cardstock. I have printed cardstock. You know, and you can use that in many, 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 many other ways than what we're doing today. I hope to make more videos, but like I was telling you, I might get a little bit. Now here's a red top. We're going to put the pink on the bottom on this one. And I might get a little bit behind. I've got to sweep the garage yet. And we're going to have beautiful weather. We're going to do it Thursday and Friday, not because Saturday it's going to rain. So, but that'll be great. It'll be good for the kids, for all of us to just kind of hang out together and do that. And then normally I wind up making no money because I buy everybody lunch. So with the money I make, they walk out, they do good, yeah, and then it cracks me up, right? But you know, if you're a mom, that's the way it goes, right? Even though my kids are in their 40s, you know, I mean, it just cracks me up. They love to go to lunch with me. They still, yeah, they like mom to take them out, you know, that kind of thing. It's good. What else do you have to do, right? And who knows? I mean, you know, I have to admit, guys, you know, the older I get, owning my own home, don't think I'm not looking at condos. So it could almost, you know, it could be coming up on that. Who knows? I just try to roll with it. You know, it's like, I just kind of feel like when it's time and it's an absolute, it'll be like, oh no, I got to do this. This is it. Yeah. because that's usually, you know, that you get a good feeling. If you're like this and like that about something, the decision that you make could be wrong. You will probably be wrong, you know, and you have to be totally like convicted about it, like just committed to it and be like, no, this is definitely going this way. Like when I moved from New Jersey at 19 years old, okay, to Tennessee, God, when I think about it, I was totally like, I have to do this. I have to do this. And one of the reasons why I don't leave here too is, well, I've got the kids, but every time I've ever left here, I've always come back. So I try, you know, so I don't know why that is, but it's always been that way. So, yeah, you kind of feel like God might be sending you a little message there, like, hey, this is where you need to be, you know, so, I don't know. So I just don't have it in me at 100% yet, you know, so that's not the time to do it. And that 100% could come in 10 years. I'm putting my cherry stems, which are perfect, on my cherries now. Whoop. There we go. Just like that. That's so cute. And now I'm going to pop this little guy up with some foam. So, and I'm sure that many of you have gone through this, where you get to a time in your life where you're like, wait a minute, you know, things need to get a little bit easier. So, but, you know, making a change at this age is traumatic. Whoop. But I could, you know, I take my business wherever I go. I could live out of a hotel and do this, right? I read an article about a man that was retired, and that's all he did was live in hotels. I didn't think that was a bad idea. He had the lazy river, he had indoor pool. I was enjoying reading the article. I'm gonna put my cherries like here and here, kind of like on and off the flower. There we go, just like that. Let's go ahead and put a strawberry out here, and I'll just get, I need a bigger one. And you know, you kind of wonder when you read those kind of articles, did that really happen? Did that really happen? Did he really do that? I'm going to put another pink one right here, but like in the basket. This one's outside the basket. Well, I've enjoyed my chit-chat with you guys today and telling you guys, or I don't, you know, not so much telling you guys, but alerting you guys of what's going on in my life here. I'm going to put this one on the outside. Look how stinking cute that does when it overlaps. Isn't that cute? And now we're going to put a little greenery. So this I'm going to put in here. I just need foam. Right here. Now remember, don't go off the card, okay, off the edge of the card. This little one right here I'm going to place in here, but with a little glue. And thank you so much for ordering from my links. You have no idea how much I so appreciate that. And thank you for watching my videos and subscribing and being with me. And I hope you enjoy my cards that I've been doing with a lot of Spellbinders creations, and this one is a scrapbook.com one, and how stinking cute, new release, Berry Sweet collection, dies, stamp set, paper, my free Pops of color, see, I'm still getting used to the names of everything, Pops of color, how funny. So let's see, I'm going to get a little, now see, I wanted to do this right at the end because it's like paint. It has to dry. And I'm really bad about doing something this on the outside and then flipping it over and doing something in here. And then we get smush. And then we've ruined the front of the card, right? So I was like, I had to tell myself, at the end, do this at the end. Why is this popping up? What is going on? Oh, it could use a little support back there. Let me put another little piece back here. You know, guys, when you craft with me, it's just real. It's just me here, and there we go. You guys in this craft room, and I just have fun. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I find it best to hold this kind of perpendicular to my project. Whoops, I definitely got too much coming out of there. That's okay. That'll have a big, look at that. Isn't that cute? Let's put some littles here on the cherries. There we go. And I'll put a little out here. There we go. And I'm just kind of dotting this around, just having fun with it, really. That's cute. Let's put one here in the center, a nice big one. There we go, in the center of our flower. And, you know, as you would sprinkle a gem, I guess I love the way that they pick up, and they're a little rubbery after they dry. I mean, that's the way that they feel. They're hard. They won't smush, but they feel, yeah, like the points, they stay up, you know, but they're really, really neat. But I won't touch this one now, okay? All right, here's our card. Let's see, I need to stamp my envelope. I haven't stamped my envelope. Move that aside. Don't touch it. I have to tell myself, don't touch it. I'm going to use GINA K Carnation for my strawberry. And I'm going to put 3 of them. And I want to space them a little bit better than what I did on that first envelope. So I'm going to do one on the top. One, let's see, that would go that way. Then that one would go that way. One on the bottom. And then you could space the one in the center a little easier. Okay, so one on the top, one on the bottom, then in the center. Now, I'm going to flip this over. Here's the cherries. I'm going to take some medium spruce, GINA K. And I'm just going to take the ink to the stamp. And I'm just going to come down to my stems. That's all. And then I'm going to take the other cube to the cherries. And I'm not going to worry if they overlap a little bit. Just like that. Turn it over. Stamp. And there are your 2 colors. Isn't that fun? That is fun. Cherries and stems and strawberries. Couldn't ask for a better fruit salad, right? I'm ready. We always have this wonderful strawberry festival here where we have wonderful strawberries. So I'm ready for that. And here is our Berry Sweet collection, our card. Ooh, see, I put my finger right in it. I knew it. I knew, well, okay. I didn't mess it up too bad. Just in this one. Okay. I knew if I, there we go. I fixed it. Okay, it's a save. Whew. Okay, here we go. There's that new collection. If you love this product and you love to work with strawberries, strawberries are great to add to any card. You could always just add it as one little embellishment. I love this little set. I love the price point on the set. And all of the links are below to order. Just click, and I sure do appreciate your support. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.